Hello from Bedagaland. I'm Jane, and today we are joined by Sweekar. Welcome, Sweekar.
Thank you, Jane.
So, today we're going to talk about leaving your family overseas so that you can do your MBA studies here at AGSM. But before we do that, Sweekar, can you tell us a little bit more about yourself?
So I come from an IT background and I worked in fintechs, consulting, and a couple of other big brands across geographies. So I have around more than a decade of experience. Uh, the planning to apply for MBA was always there right after undergrad, but things went astray because of personal commitments, family, so on and so forth. Then again, I thought that it's a right time to do an MBA, though I got late because of the GMAT score. And then I thought to apply for the top B schools, whether it's Australia or India. I cracked few skills in India, and then I decided to come to Australia because of the diverse background. Because I worked in Middle East, and I understood the value of working with different people. It's always better to be in that kind of place. So yeah, so that's a brief background about me and decision to opt for AGSM. Definitely, it's worth.
Yeah, okay. So, tell us a little bit more about your family background.
I'm married with a daughter and a son, and my super wife, she's taking care of my parents and these two kids.
Oh, not just the kids, but your parents too.
Yeah, definitely.
Wow, okay.
So she works in India, back in Pune,
Wow.
in Central Excise and Customs.
Yeah.
My daughter, she's 4.5, and she's going to kindergarten. And my son, he's 18 months old, and he's just throwing the things out of the window.
Yeah, beautiful. Okay. How hard was the decision to finally decide, yes, you're going overseas and going to leave your family behind?
Uh, Actually, as I mentioned that I wanted to do an MBA from an top institute. So I shortlisted few colleges in India and Canada and Australia because I wanted to do an 1 year program only. And then Canada I excluded from the list because of its extreme weather conditions.
Okay. Yeah.
And then I wanted to do an MBA from a global MBA, and then I left with AGSM and I applied to INSEAD. I couldn't crack INSEAD. Uh, and then Melbourne Business School, but again it's a 2 year program, so it's a big commitment for me. And then I applied for AGSM, and then I got a call, and then couple of interview rounds with Michelle and Kenneth. And yeah, it's worth joining AGSM. So that's
Yeah.
a decision. At one point of time, I thought that it will be tough decision going out of the country and leaving family back in India.
Yeah.
But then my wife, she was really helpful, and she fostered me that no, this is one time opportunity, and you came all the way to this to a, to achieve this
Yeah.
dream.
Yeah.
So I thought, oh, okay, let's give it a try, and then now I think
Yeah.
I'll be able to make best out of it.
Yeah. That's awesome. So your son was only just a little over a year when you
Yeah.
left, right?
Yeah.
How was the whole experience? So you've spent about 5 months here, 4 to 5 months
Yes.
overseas, and you just went back home over the break
Yeah.
to see them. So you've gone away, back, and now away again. How was the whole 4 months, 5 months?
4 months in terms of learning, definitely it was really good. But in terms of personal emotions, it is tough for me because every time I see him growing,
Yeah.
he learns a new word. He
Yeah.
started doing some naughty things, one
Yeah.
new thing daily.
Yeah.
So definitely it's tough.
Yeah.
But eventually I'm doing for my family, for
Yeah.
him, for my daughter.
Yeah.
So then I mend my mind, and then
There is
I
a
just move
purpose
away.
behind
But yeah,
it.
definitely daytime it's easy because I'm surrounded with teachers and surrounded with friends. But when I go home,
Yeah.
then
Alone.
definitely
Yeah.
it's tough time.
Yeah.
So thanks to the technology,
Yeah.
we are connected virtually. But indeed, it's really tough for me.
Yeah. So how do you make it work within the past 4 months then?
So initial couple of months were really tough. I was thinking that I took a wrong decision. The spending capacity, definitely it goes down
Yeah.
because now I'm a student and I'm on student
Yeah.
budget.
Yeah.
And that time I was earning decent salary in India, and I was spending as per my wish. And then on top of that, these emotional distances, these were giving me hard times. And studying after 12 years, I completed my studies in 2009 undergrad, and now studying after 12 years, it's really tough for me.
Yeah.
But now I think I'm used to this environment,
Yeah.
and cohort is really helpful, and everybody is supportive.
Yeah.
So I think now it's a bit easy, but in terms of family, it's always there. The vacuum is always there.
I know. So, for someone who is currently living overseas outside of Australia and really wants to study the MBA at AGSM, what top 3 tips would you recommend for them?
The first tip I want to give, that I think we should study more about Australia, because I know many people in my class, in my accommodation, that they come from the cosmopolitan areas, and they said that Sydney closes by 5 p.m. And then we are not enjoying this city, though it's nice weather, and there are very lot of things to do, beaches, national parks, but these people are still not enjoying, because they want to go somewhere, city like Singapore, Dubai, Paris.
Shops.
Yeah. So they are shopping freak. So make sure that these people who are coming from overseas, they should read carefully about this. It's not just about seeing the photographs in your computer. It's more about actually experiencing it.
The culture.
Yeah, definitely. And the second is read about the culture, because I realized that Australia's communication is not straightforward as Germans, and it's very. I mean, for me, it's imperative to use please, can you please, because I experienced it once, that I asked a person, can you give me rice and this gravy?
Yeah.
Then the person said, if you are so much in anger, then definitely I'll give you. Then I didn't realize, and then I thought, oh, okay, I'm missing please.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
this is the second thing.
Yeah.
And the third thing is the job perspectives. So the job perspective is, I heard from many people that the PR is important, or you need a work visa. So make sure to read about those guidelines and those pointers before opting AGSM. Though there are the market is flourishing, and we have a lot of opportunities.
Yeah.
But I think people are still confused, the overseas candidates, that what is the future. Though I haven't met anybody in previous batches who haven't gotten their job, but still the people who are studying, including me, they are confused about the visa processes and the job perspective after the MBA.
Yeah.
So I think these 3 are the important points which I am actually experiencing, and along with my other cohort who are coming from different countries.
Yeah. What about from that family relationship? What one top tip can you share with them so that they can transition into the study and still be able to make the most out of their time here, but still feel connected to their family as well?
I think it's a tough question. The first is we need to call them every day. People skip doing that, and then they realize, yeah, there's a time difference. Though this is an easy tip, but yeah, I think this is the one thing. Second thing, if people can afford traveling back to their home, then I suggest go in term break, so that you feel connected, and it's just in 10 to 12 weeks term, and it's a short period, but it revives your mind, it refreshes you. I experienced it. So I think these are the 2 points. These are simple, but still people think that they need some time to connect with the alumni, or they want to connect with different people to get into the job market. But at the same time, the family is always there.
Yeah.
So you need to balance these both act, and how we do it, it's up to us.
Yeah. Perfect. All right. Well, thank you so much for sharing your journey with us, Sweekar, and I think we're all so lucky to have you on board. So
Likewise. Thank you so much.
Don't forget to press the subscribe button so that the next video will go straight to your box. See you next time.
Bye.